Well, hello, gorgeous, and welcome back. You are in the Seaside Studio with me today as we navigate the next big video. There has been a massive conversation happening about the eclipses, and now we are going to dive into this new moon solar eclipse, which is happening on April the 8th. So we've been really feeling all of the feels. This has been building and the energy is amplified. We got a lot of action in Aries. So I want to tell you how this might show up for you and what to do with it. Welcome. If you're brand new to my channel, I'm Kinden. I work with multi-passionate female creators and entrepreneurs who are looking to streamline and monetize all of their wonderful passions, and they love using astrology or cosmic insights. This video today is going to go a little bit into the human design, go a little bit into the astrology, and mainly I want you to just feel, how does this feel? Does it resonate? Because Aries energy is about trusting in yourself and you being that independent person. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, friends, we're going to start with the astrology and then we're going to move into the human design. I'm going to have the timestamps below so you can, scrub forward if you want to get right to the human design energy. But let me just share my screen with you. So you're now going to see all of the energy of this chart. It is a lot of Aries, and we still have a lot of energy in Pisces, but we are focused on this Aries energy because it's so big and so bold. Now, think about Aries being that independent self, that fierce independence that we require from ourselves, and where we may have been, compromising our own integrity or not being as bold and asking for the things that we need as far as in our relationships go. And, wherever this is showing up for you, what house is your Aries house? Because that's the stage this is going to play out on. If you didn't watch my Venus entering Aries video, I'll link it here so you can go check that out. And I did talk about the energy on what house it's in for you, so you can go and listen to that. Now, I want to make note here that Hygeia and Venus are conjunct. This is that reminder you have to take amazing care. Remember, Hygeia is the goddess of preventative health and wellness. She wants us to step up our own self-care, making sure we're taking care of ourselves, setting boundaries, doing the things you need to do, and not working too hard. You are not going to be able to push yourself to the max throughout April. You just won't. And if you do not heed this advice and go and do it anyways, by the end of the month, you will feel crispy. So please slow down, be mindful about where you're putting your energy so that you do not burn yourself out and get exhausted, because we just can't have you being like that. You've got a lot of projects you're excited about and want to take care of. Now, North Node is very much involved in this, and this is always leading us forward. And this is Chiron, the wounded healer, as he's known. He's meant to teach us where we're needing a healing in this lifetime. And he's helping us here to move forward from something that has maybe held us down, held us back. This is an energy that we should be excited about, even though it might feel intense. It is going to move us forward on the path we're meant to be on. And yes, I'm not talking about human design quite yet, but they're all hanging out in the gate called initiation with quantum human design, but it's called the gate of shock in OG human design language. Now, that can be somewhat unnerving for people who are like, what? I'm going to be shocked. Yes, but it's going to be like maybe a surprise shock. Like, you're shocked at how powerful you actually are. You're shocked at how much work you've done in your healing journey, and that, wow, this was actually smoother than you thought it might be. So let it be a surprise. Fear and excitement are on the same level of frequency. I don't know about you, but I would rather lean into the excitement of what this could bring to us, as opposed to like, oh my gosh, and bracing, for impact. You don't need to do that. Let it be easier. So that's all. There's like a ton of energy here. Mercury retrograde also in Aries. And remember, Aries is about the head and the mind. Okay. So you think about an overactive mind and all this busy energy up in your head, and that maybe we need to try to figure out how to ground ourselves down during this time. You know what? Another bonus I'm going to drop here, because I created this chakra clearing meditation for those of you who just need, to clean your circuits. I'm going to put that in here below, just free. It's on my site. You don't even have to give me your email address. I just want you to enjoy it and go get it. So we'll come back to the astrology. I want to move into our human design so that we can bring them all together for you to make sense. So let me share the HD. Okay, and you should be able to see this. So for those of you who are brand new to human design, this is a human design body graph chart, okay? It shows you the energy that this particular chart at this particular time has. Open centers means that we are amplifying and experiencing this energy inconsistently because we don't have it regularly. Remember, this is a transit chart. I'm showing you a transit astrology chart, a transit HD chart. This is in the moment. Your natal chart is always the one that supersedes. It's the most important than any transit chart, okay? The transits just affect and impact our energy. So you need to be aware of them. But the most important one for you to really begin to align with on the regular is your natal chart, because it will help you to live your best life while you're here. These transits just help us experience energy differently. When a center, which is what these are called, is defined, it means that you can experience or you understand this. It's a defined way of, having regular access to this energy. You're familiar with it. You got it. You understand it, right? Now with the transit, this is going to be potentially new to most of you, but some of you will have this definition already. So having said all that, let's dive in. Now, we look to the sun. Where's the sun? The sun is in that gate 51. Now in quantum human design, it's the gate of initiation. In OG, it's that shock, right? So I want you to lean into the excitement rather than the alternative, right? So the sun will be here, North Node will be here, the moon will be here, and Chiron is there as well. All of these lovely planets and luminaries will be hanging out there. So you think of the sun as how we light up, how we're illuminated. The moon, which is here, is our emotional set point, how we feel emotionally. So, you think of those butterflies in your stomach and how excited that makes you feel when you know something big is coming. Lean into that energy and it will help you navigate this more smoothly than resisting the excitement and being fearful of what's to come, right? You think about how much better could this get and see what happens. Let it be exciting. Now, if you're feeling ungrounded, this is where you've got to lean into trusting your own intuition. You know what you know, and sometimes you can't explain how you know these things. This energy is showing us that you have the power. You have the power to make quick, fast decisions. Instinctually, you just know. It's a feeling. It's something you hear. I can't say it other than your intuition will just be like, boom, and there, go, go, go. So trust that. Trust yourself. Part of this Aries energy and the initiation we're getting in our Aries houses is that you know enough. You're ready enough. It's go time. But we are not starting new projects. So you can be getting the excitement and the ideas bubbling. You can be creative and exploring and doing the things, but you're not releasing it to the world yet. You've still got some completion to do beforehand. Use April as basic training, like your training ground for testing out this new intuition, for testing out, where the excitement is really residing in your life, okay? Now, Mercury here is in the gate 42. The gate 42 is about conclusion, completing something. It runs off the sacral. So in your gut, you know what needs to be done. Finish it before you start something new. Mercury retrograde is reminding us to complete something. Venus, who is also in Aries, is in the gate 17. And the gate 17 really is that excitement. It's that anticipation. It's the, ooh, what could this actually look like? She wants to be creative. She wants to explore. She is probably really firing you up right now. And if she is, that's great. That's exciting. Let's lean into it. Let's get creative. But we want to watch that we're not burning ourselves out. So you're not burning the candle at both ends. You're not spreading yourself way too thin and then feeling exhausted and then you don't have the energy. Because we have a lot of openness in this chart, we may feel more tired. Like you may have this, your head, your mind has gone wild at night and you're not sleeping properly because of that. Ground yourself by doing things, putting some essential oils. Like I love using vetiver and good quality. Don't use the cheap stuff, guys, because it could be very dangerous. But using or grounding, earthing. Let me just say that. Go outside and stand in the grass. Earthing yourself can help bring you back down if you're feeling like you're going out of your body. Listen to that meditation that I'm throwing in the show notes below for you to go check out and listen to. It may help clear, center, and ground you, okay? Now let's look to Mars, and it was Mars and Saturn. They are both hanging out together in the gate 63. And this is the gate of curiosity, being curious, letting yourself think about all the things, get excited about all the things, but we're not taking aligned action yet. Okay. Jupiter, remember what we think about expands. Okay. And Jupiter right now is sitting in the gate 23. And this is that gate of transmission. So you're receiving insights, maybe from you may hear a song and it sparks a thought. You may get a buzzing in your ear and all of a sudden you see something that you're like, wow, I never saw this way before. And now you've got a brand new insight, a brand new transmission that you could share with the world around you, with your audience, whoever that feels excited to share this with is who you will share it with. That's the gift, right? But you want to remember that if you don't have the words to say what you're thinking or you've understood or you've received, then the timing isn't right. And I do feel like by the end of April, you will have more clarity. We will all have a little bit more clarity on what is the gift for all this hard work we've been doing, if you feel that way. What's interesting with Jupiter and that Uranus being there together, remember, they're going to have their conjunction. So they're moving closer. They're already in the same gate in human design, but they're not quite exact yet. So the idea is really coming. The transmission is coming through. And I think the gift will be here when they actually meet up later on, but it's beginning to bubble below the surface. Now, we have Neptune in the gate 36. And again, this is about exploration. This is about opening yourself up to the things that are coming and here for you to look at, to pay attention to. Keep leaning into the excitement. That's all I can say about this chart. Excitement, excitement, excitement. Stay away from feeling fearful or afraid. Now, I want to just quickly finish off with our astrology. So I'm going to share the chart again, just to remind you of the intense energy that's in Aries, and watching to not be too heavily caught up in your mind. Bring yourself back down into your body. Remember that you have this beautiful vessel. You need to be present in it. So reminding yourself about that, repetitively. Okay, if I'm trying to do too much with my mind is overactive and I'm not sleeping properly, what do I need to do to gift myself with a little bit of space and time? What can I take off my plate? What do I need to complete? That's going to make you feel accomplished so that you can then relax a little bit. So if you're not feeling relaxed, if you're feeling a little wire for sound, deep breaths. This too shall pass, my friend. But it is very important that in the beginning of this month, we take the time to get clear on where we need to set boundaries and finish things before the energy takes off. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Again, reminder to just slow down. Please go listen to Lady Creator's podcast episode if you need to break through any resistance. Let's say you're excited about something, but you're really holding yourself back. You've got this imposter syndrome showing up and you're just afraid to take action. Go listen to that podcast episode because it is a game changer. And I'll link everything below so you can go and check it out. If you want to work together, come have a reading with me. If you'd like to take my free Rise to Success guidebook, which is going to help you understand your ascendant, your rising sign, and how you're face forward in your business to make more impact, go grab that. It'll also be down below. Thank you everyone so much for being here. And I really look forward to the next video, to our next date together. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful eclipse. Lean into the excitement of that beautiful eclipse happening.